Right there, Aquarians, it is Sebastian G already for February 2026. I do apologize over me being late. My laptop became broken, so I had a lot of technical issues. Then I became sick. So between the deadline, so I was about to do my reads, it was just sick, so I couldn't do it. What I'm committed to is that in the next few months, I get myself urbanized, and what that might look like is doing my readings 2 weeks in advance, and so then you get your readings and are not late. So Aquarius is really interesting what I was doing your pre-reading. Um, there's a lot of like you're trying to connect to others, whether it's international or in your own country. There's a lot of you trying to network, getting a good connection going, whatever that looks like. But obviously, this has got to do with projects or business, you growing, getting money, whatever it is. I think you're going to be successful. But I think slow and steady wins the race as it normally does. And there was a lot of cards that blew out as well. Like you've got this decision to make, you've got that choice to choose. You've got all these things that I think you know you want, but whether or not you're going to achieve it is something else. So I think slow it down, be the person that you need to be in any situation, whether that's a leader, whether that's an observer, whether that's a person that is the doer. But all in all, Aquarians just take a back seat every now and then. Have a really good look at choices and look where you are. I think at the end of the day, the last thing that I saw when I was doing my pre-reading is that everything's about love this year and really working that out for yourself. So what's happening right now is you're being really self-reflective. You're having that moment of isolation, withdrawal, and you're searching for things whilst you're going through this expansion phase. In that moment, you're really needing community. You really need people to draw you back in. You're really wanting to go into gatherings. You really want to hang out with a few people actually from your past. You really want to connect with someone, which is really nice, like a friendship. Recent influences, there's been scams, there's been lies, there's been trickery and sneakiness. Now, I don't think these are your friends. I think this is possibly something that you are attached to, that you love, that you're connected to. There's a lot of sneakiness with this person who you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to understand this person. Look, Aquarius, like if I can be frank, it's not like you're the easiest person to fall in love with in that people think a lot about you. So, for example, if you were dating an earth sign or a water sign, it's not going to be the easiest process dating you because you're not a big thinker. You just want to be with that person. That person doesn't know that though. So that person's always constantly like, do I do something? Do I not do something? I'm not here to give you advice on your relationships and how you deal with that or what to do. I'm here just to give you guidance on what the cards are saying, the energies that are around this circumstance, right? So I'm not here for providing you it's a good thing that you do that, or it's not a good thing. I mean, I think what you do is great, but I just definitely know with the other person, your partner, it's never usually an easy journey. Okay, so it's provide a lot more sympathy. So this person used to be a very close friend of yours, like this love interest. You miss the friendship. That's what we see here. You're really missing the friendship. You're really missing how the friendship was. Now it's just it seems like they provide you a lot of stress and they're very sneaky about their business, or they're very sneaky towards you in general. So that's what you don't appreciate. Past influences about 3 months ago, 6 months ago, you were very highly skilled, you were very highly sought after. There was a lot of accomplishments that you were making about 3 months or 6 months ago. Or even at the start of last year, there was a lot of money that you were making. So people were coming to you, right? And your goal is you want to get that back, but you want to also be generous with your time and have a good business sense. I think that possibly you let go of the business opportunity that you're still thinking about, that in your mind, if you still had, things would be a little bit different for you. What's happening right now in future influences is that you want justice back for some reason. And I don't know if that's sneakiness in the part of your business. I don't think it is, or your projects. But there was a lot of sneakiness that you're thinking, I want justice for. I need this to be rectified. Why hasn't anyone done anything? I'm not too sure what kind of where you're at with that. But there's this sneaky feeling, there's this just this feeling of sneakiness, and somebody wasn't truthful to you in the first place. Let's have a look at verifying this particular one. I don't know why you need justice, but you would love honesty and integrity. Right? You're anchored to that. You're anchored to that feeling of hurt that you hurt me in the past. What are you going to do about that? And the cards are saying you should probably do garden. You should probably get into the garden a little bit more. Maybe grow some plants in like house indoor plants, or just if you after a garden, greenery, something that's growing. I think that in itself can be really fulfilling for you, and that will provide your justice because you're watching something grow. This is your project. This is what you're doing. You're developing your green thumb, which will be nice for anyone. So the negative feelings in the past, I think stop thinking about how in the past you were really abundant and you had all these projects and people were seeking you. And don't think that's going to move anything forward if you're stuck on thinking about that, because how can you create something new when you're thinking back to a past? Sure, it's great that you did all that, but what are you going to do now knowing that? What's there for you now to take action on? Let's have a look more into this. You've got negative feelings because you're thinking about the abundance that you had in the past. A card just you do that, which is great. Look, I think that the more that you isolate yourself, where you're in a state of reflection, I think everyone is very busy at the start of the year. Aquarians are any different. Geminis, Libras, Sagittarians, Scorpions, they like to like full throttle at the start of the year, and then towards the end of the year, people seem to relax. But then you've got the Earth signs that seem to really pick up the pace mid-year. So it's nice that we have those individuals. But I think that if you're full throttle and you don't know what direction you're heading, or you don't know why you're full throttle, I don't think that that's going to be beneficial. So I think slow it down, have a nice moment to yourself to self-reflect and have that moment with yourself to understand why you're going through photo and to provide to give you more assurance, to provide more confidence in moving forward. So in family and friends, I think with your family and friends, just act exactly how you're acting. I know that you're providing your divine feminine. I know that you're providing your eternal instincts on your nurturing side to them, which will never go away at parents. They're always awesome with that. Your hopes and your dreams is to get that person back with that leadership vision, with the big picture in mind, taking control. You're really looking into understanding yourself better. Also, the cards are saying look after your solar plexus chakra. I think every morning when you wake up, you're about to start your day. Really meditate on your solar plexus, and that will give you a moment in time just to express yourself. Because I feel like you're trapped. There's moments that I feel like you're trapped in this reading. Like there's something trapping you. And to be honest with you and to be frank with you, I don't think anything's trapping you but you. So I think we've passed that and looking into just creating something for yourself and creating something that's good for yourself. Okay. So, and don't worry about the past and how the past had you multiple opportunities and no opportunities are coming. I don't think that that's real. I think that's made up in your mind. I think there's multiple opportunities. You just need to go and search for it. But you also need that direction. You need to understand what you're searching for at the same time. So the final outcome is there'll be a lot of choices, but don't get yourself into daydreams or wishful thinking with those choices. So for example, if you are wanting a contract rating, not something that is in a different field, I wouldn't be thinking, oh, I got it. If you don't, like I wouldn't manifest something that isn't there. So for example, you might have connections in a particular field, but if they haven't come to you and given you a proposal, it's trying to go to a different field. So try not to be wishful thinking as your outcome. Get something really decent in paper, and I think that you're going to succeed in the month of February. You've already succeeded in life appearance. I don't find any really problematic things with you. So I'm just gonna have a double check on some things. It's very interesting. Your outcome is wishful thinking and to not daydream about it. Because I know you work hard. It's not like you do everyone daydreams, right? It's not everyone does. So everyone daydreams, but it's not like you to daydream for the rest of the day or for 8 hours straight. I hope not anyway. If you do, that's fine, but try not to waste things. I think that you need to let somebody go in your past. She also used to be your friend that you used to daydream about a lot. That person's long gone. Maybe that will help, okay? And if that person that you're wanting to reach out to get a contract, I don't think it's going to happen. Go elsewhere, expand your horizons, spread your wings on something else. All right, Aquarians, really great reading, even though you're probably thinking there wasn't much positive about it. I think it was great. There was actually nothing there that was really negative. So for me, it's just lessons learned, choices to be made, and trying not to put yourself in the past that, yes, we're all winners in our past. I was definitely a winner in my past, but I don't look back into it and think, wow, I should be stuck on. I go, how else can I make improvements, or how else can I be more in this future, in this pathway? Thanks, Aquarians. I'll see you next time.